talking about monogamy, and guess what? I have people who can vouch for me who know I'm monogamous. I sell listen, I will say this on your live podcast. I sell Disney for a living. Yes, baby, I am coming home with you. We're gonna do this, that, and the third. And guess what
I don't need no man.
Like, as a woman who goes for the 5th percentile of men in the world, then you know who I'm talking about, right? The 5th percentile of the men feel secure enough that you're not gonna go and do other that. Sure,
you really think so?
I've experienced it. I've experienced a man who is secure with himself, financially secure, physically secure about
Where's
himself.
the man now?
You ain't have to do it like that, Chris. You ain't have to do it like that. But he actually did. Because what was she just trying to do? What did she just hit us with? One of the shaming tactics. A man who is secure in himself. He's financially secure, physically secure. She forgot the mentally secure. See, this is the thing. Every single time that these females get put into a corner that makes them feel icky,
I don't like it. Make me feel all funny.
they have to do what? They have to come back and throw something somewhere else to try to do what I always say, which is move the field of battle onto a field of battle on which they think they can win. If they put it on a guy to say, well, the reason that you feel this way is not because of my actions, it's because of your mindset, then guess what happens? She doesn't have to change anything. She doesn't have to change her job. She doesn't have to change, or what they call career. She doesn't have to change her mindset. She doesn't have to change her attitude, the way that she speaks to individuals. She doesn't have to change any of that. Why? Because she just took the onus off of her and put it on to a man.
I don't need no man.
These are personal questions.
What?
Yeah.
You're okay. Continue on what you were saying. So you're saying 5 percentile men that are secure with themselves. Okay.
Yeah, they're not worried about. They know I'm coming home. They know I'm not going out for however much. I'm not interested. I'm interested in making my money. I'm a dancer at the end of the day. I'm not anything other that people might assume or believe.
You sure about that?
I feel like I hate.
So why don't you have one of these 5 percentile guys as a boyfriend right now then?
Because I feel like right now it's a distraction in a sense for me. I feel like I want to get it for myself and love myself and be here.
Because she can't handle.
Okay, I'm a little crazy.
Bruh.
See what just happened? She said, I'm a little crazy. See? And why is it that she thinks that a male knowing that she's coming home is the thing that somehow makes her secure? Of course you're coming home, especially if that's where you live. Yeah, you're coming home to the place of your residence.
Well, duh.
Like, that doesn't even make any sense. It's not about coming home. The problem is the thing that's supposed to be his. And females be talking about, you don't own me, this and that and the whole nine, until they get a guy they like. And then they'll tell all the guys who come at them, no, I'm his. I'm his. But you were just saying before that you're not cattle to be owned. Oh, right. It was because you were saying that to a guy who you really didn't like.
It's so simple.
But these guys who are, what she say, the 5% of men, oh, she's going to say, I'm his all day. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But what happens is she's getting with guys who have the money, but they don't have the frame. Because if they had the frame, there's no way in the world that guy is going to want his girl having denominations of currency thrown at her and have herself be in a position where she can be touched. Nah, no way.
Because my thing is, I think you cannot say that you're a stripper and then also say that you're loyal. I think that's a contradiction, and the reason why
I didn't say. I clearly said
that was
before.
quite literally your number one thing that you said you bring to the table.
The first thing I said before I said it was
too.
I'm not talking about monogamy. I'm not talking about monogamy at all. I'm talking about loyalty. When somebody is sitting in a circle and I'm with a person and they start speaking on that person, either I'm going to defend that person's name or I'm going to walk away. In a situation where my person is in trouble, I'm going to do everything in my power to steer
That wasn't
clear
the question,
from the
though. The question was within the confinements.
Comes
Hold on.
from more than monogamy.
Okay, look.
Answer the question.
The question was framed from a relationship standpoint within the confinements of a relationship between a man and a woman, not a friendship like you're trying to argue right now.
I'm not trying to argue a
defend
friendship.
you if
So-
someone talks about you.
Have you noticed that she doesn't know how to stop talking? It's weird. It's almost like she doesn't know how to communicate. Dang, what was that thing that they were always saying? Always saying about something that males don't have that they actually do have. Oh, right, emotional intelligence. Part of emotional intelligence is being able to control yourself. Does she seem like a female who can actually control herself? Never! I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm crazy. You all tell me in the comment section if she seems like she's a female who can actually control herself. Because he's sitting up here talking to her about the actual conversation and the question that was asked. But what did she do? She tried to move the field of battle onto a field of battle on which she thinks she can win. So now she's talking about loyalty that can be given by anybody who's close to you, family or friends. But we're talking about loyalty in the confinements of a relationship. And because that thing that she knows is the thing she's not being loyal with to the guy she's with, and guess what? She's going to try to deflect from that and talk about the generalized things that also fit friends and family.
You naughty.
Nah. You can do that with somebody who's not paying attention or somebody who can articulate themselves well. But when you're speaking with a host who understands what they call womanese, oh, nah. You're not going to get away with that, mama. Not at all. Let's see if he's about to eat her alive.
I don't need no man.
You're worried about loyalty-wise is monogamy?
Yes, that
you
is
don't,
the
you
that
don't
is the
want
chief.
your girl to be loyal to you in every other sense other
yes.
than just
Yeah,
in
but
every sense.
right now what you're doing is stepping over dollar bills to pick up quarters.
Yeah, boy.
What I mean by that is what men are most interested in is sexual fidelity. Everything else comes second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth place to that. For example, if my girl's running around half the town, but she's defending me when people talk about me, that's a fucking problem.
I'm not running
However,
around
if we
half
flip it
the
the other way,
town.
if I flip it the other way, and she is sexually, only dealing with me monogamously and not showing her body off, but someone talking about me and she stays silent, I'll take that over a girl that defends me but cheats on me.
Now, what he just said makes all the sense in the world. Something that females should know if they cared enough about males to get to know males.
He ain't lying.
But how much do you want to bet that she starts arguing against that? I bet money that her response is not going to be, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. I bet money that her response is going to be some type of shaming to where she says, well, I mean, a man who was secure, he would be okay with A, B, and C. And I mean, he should care about the fact that I'm defending him and this, without her even hearing that he was talking about primary, because that primary only exists in romantic relationships. It doesn't exist in family or friends. Now, if a person is friends and they're having the whole friends with benefits, I don't completely agree with them on that thing, but that's a different situation. But this whole romantic thing, this is an exclusive thing to romantic life. And instead of her trying to understand that simpleness of simplicity, I bet money that she's not going to be like, well, you know what? That makes sense. Or anything like that. I bet you she's going to obfuscate, deflect, do something to try to do what? Say it with me. Move the field of battle onto a field of battle on which she thinks she can win.
So the loyalty I'm talking about is different than what you're talking
You're
about.
talking about what I mean. And guess what? I have people who can vouch for me who know I'm monogamous. I sell, listen, I will say this on your live podcast. I sell Disney for a living. Yes, baby, I am coming home with you. We're going to do this, that, and the third. And guess what I do? I leave out the back door and go home to my man.
What?
Which I don't have a man right now, but yeah.
Exactly.
What? What? You somehow in your brain, that's okay for you to tell all of these guys that you're going to do all of these things with them, take their money, and then go home and not do nothing? Because remember, when you're saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, are those guys touching on you? I know you said earlier, I don't like guys touching on me.
Cap.
But are these guys getting close to you? What's happening to where in their mind, it makes sense for them to give you all of this money as you sell them these dreams, and then you go out the back door repeatedly, day in, day out? You don't think that's going to come to a head some type of way?
I think you got that backwards.
Potentially even putting your man in a dangerous position, because those guys could get pissed at giving all this money, getting sold that dream, and then not getting anything. Man, this is going down a crazy path. I'm interested to see this next exchange.
I don't need no man.
Grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And, of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.